In the studio with Chris and DJ RecBoys Shot. You know we in the stew, in the streets or in the booth. Get in tune, click and view, and get into the interview. Behind the scenes of all your dreams and everyone you listen to. Underground or on the scene, you might catch a gem or two. 845 or worldwide, digital or physical. On the block or in the news, we understand we did it too. Promote yourself or get a budget. Gotta learn the do's and doesn't. Gotta learn when to bet it. If we said it, you could trust it. Cause you're now in the studio with Chris and DJ RecBoys Shot.
RecBoys. What's goody, my peoples? You already know DJ RecBoys Shot, the homie Chris in the studio. We back at it. Let me get the homie on the screen. What's shaking, homie? How you feeling?
Oh man, bro, you already know, bro. Blessed, glad to be back. Excited about tonight's show. Just excited, man. It's crazy when everything working the way it's supposed to be working, and we booking these interviews at the interview at the interview. Like, who would have thought we'd be booked all the way to January?
I know, right? That's dope.
Crazy.
That's super dope. That is definitely
Crazy.
dope.
What's good with you though?
I'm chilling, being easy. Same old shit. Enjoying life, working on this trunk or treat, which is super dope that we got going on. Are we live on Facebook?
Oh no, that's what I'm trying to look at right now.
That's crazy. It looks like I don't know.
No, we are not.
That is not what it is. That is, I don't know. It looks like it says we are here. But I don't know. I'm trying to get it going. It's adding it in. But we do have our guest. I do see it added in. So
let's see.
You should be getting an update soon. Is it saying it?
Not yet.
All right, well, we got our guest in the building, and I just got something from Facebook, so let me see what it says. I don't have it on there yet.
No, I don't see it on there.
Let me see what it says. It's asking me to go live again, so. All right, you are live. That's what it says. We are live on all platforms. What's shaking, my people? You already know DJ RecBoys Shot, the homie Chris in the studio. We back at it. We had to, I guess, reset the live, but we are in the building. I see it.
Money.
Yes.
See, yo, this is what happens. This what happens when Shot get all innovative and shit. He doing shit. Oh, you know what I mean? It's the technology shit. This is why I don't fuck with. This is why I don't fuck with technology, man.
Listen, it's good money. It's good money. Let me turn down my live here. But you excited about tonight's show, man? What's happening?
Yeah, no, I'm excited, man. Listen, I've been speaking to this young lady for. Well, first of all, she's my wife's cousin. You know what I mean? So we family. But I've been speaking to her for a minute about getting on the show. You know what I mean? And it finally, after a while, it finally came into fruition. You know what I mean? So let's not even play no games. Let's just bring her right in.
Now that's what's up. You already know. Malay Reneé. What's shaking? How you feeling?
Hey, I'm good. How are you guys doing?
I'm feeling good. I'm excited. I didn't know you were actually a relative. I'm the long lost brother, the crazy uncle.
Okay.
Yeah.
Nice to meet you.
Nice.
Nah, but it's crazy. Y'all probably met and not even know y'all met. You know what I'm saying? Especially those summers when y'all used to come down and we used to go to Hennepin Park and barbecue. Yeah, so you already know. But real quick, for everybody tuned in, introduce yourself. Let them know who you are.
So my name is Malay Reneé. Not my birth name. My given name is Malaysia, but my pen name is Malay Reneé. I was or am born and raised in Syracuse, New York. So New York in-house. Whoop, whoop, whoop. I've been a published author for the past year, almost 2 years now. I've been writing for 10 plus years. And I'm just, getting into my life of an author and of a full-time writer.
Nice, nice. I want to start off first. Like, who persuaded you to actually publish your work? Because I think that's like the hardest part is somebody convincing somebody to publish your work. Because I know a few writers and they just write for fun, but a couple of them should actually publish their work. What was it for you that got you to submit your first piece of work?
Oh, so that was like a whole process in itself. So
Really?
yeah, like I said, I've been writing for like 10 plus years. I actually started writing when I was about 13. So I've been writing that long just to myself, not with anybody involved. Not too many people knew that I actually wrote. It was just like a secret talent that I kept to myself. So probably about a few years ago, I want to say maybe 3 or 4 years ago, there was this challenge on Facebook. It was like a short story challenge. And I decided to attempt to do it because, like I said, nobody knew that I was a writer or anything
Right.
like that. It was something that I did to myself. Well, by myself. So I did this challenge and I put it up on Facebook and I got, feedback here and there. And from that one challenge, I decided to turn that one short story into an actual actual story. Sorry, I have my kid in the background.
Nah, that's what's up. That's what's up.
I took this one short story and I turned it into a full-length novel. And I was sitting on this novel. I actually sat on it for probably about a year or two. And by this time, I actually started telling people that I like writing. Like, this was my passion. So with me sitting on it, I had people in the background, really close friends and relatives and mentors that's been a part of my life since I was a kid, telling me, you need to get published, put yourself out there, do become big, stuff
Right.
like that. And I was scared. I was really scared. I did not like the idea of people being in my head and people reading what I was writing. So I pushed it off. Like, I just kept pushing it off, kept pushing it off. And one day I was sitting with my best friend and she kind of just made this deal with me. It was kind of like, if you put yourself out there to get published, then I will, change this around in my life. It was like one of those things. And I was like,
Nice.
okay, so we gonna see what this is about. So one day I just decided I'm gonna send this manuscript off. And I sent it off. I actually like uploaded the email and I pushed send. I closed my eyes and pushed send because I didn't want to look at it after that. That's how like nervous and scared I was. And I waited to hear back. And surprisingly, I didn't hear anything back. It was like ghost town. So with that, I did feel a little discouraged, but then I was like, you know what? I'm going to do this one more time. And if I don't hear anything back, then maybe it wasn't meant for me. Maybe this is just something I'm supposed to do, in passing. So I did it one more time. I sent it out. And literally 2 days after I sent the email out, well, not even 2 days, I think it was the same day. The same day I sent the email out, I got a response. And from there, my publishing career started.
Nice. That's
What's
super
crazy is
dope.
I don't know if you remember the talks we used to have when we were talking about the publishing and the routes to take and all that. Because you were super shy then, even when you was reaching out. Because Tisha was telling me that, yo, my cousin writes, and I'm like, well, tell her to hit me. Like, I'll try to explain what I could explain. You know what I mean? And this was probably like 7 years ago, right?
Yep.
So
yep.
to the people who was in your shoes then, what advice can you give them?
I would say step out on faith. Just go, because honestly, at the end of the day, you can get so many no's and maybe you shouldn't do this, but all it's gonna take is that one yes and you're set. So like your worst fear honestly becomes your biggest dream, and that's what it was with me. Like, I was so scared, and like you said, I'm very timid and very shy, so it was like I was stopping myself from greatness. And once I decided to get out of that mindset, here it is today. I'm like a whole published author out here with 14 books under my belt. So
Nah, that's super dope. I like the story because it really showed that, a lot of people don't really get that, to really understand that part of it, you know.
Yeah.
Like I said, I know a lot of people who write, and a lot of people who say they would like to publish their work, but then they just sit there. You get
Right.
what I'm saying? And you know, we reach out and we tell them, yo, listen, you know, we can point you in the right direction. We can get you motivated, and it's like, yeah, all right, cool, and then they stop. You know, and like you said, you didn't have to send that one more shot. You could have just said, you know what, I'm done and over with. But literally, the day that you sent it, you got a response and it took off. So that's super dope in itself for us to have somebody on the show who actually lived that type of experience. Like it only takes for you to be persistent.
Right.
So you said you have 14 published pieces of work. Run down those for us. That's kind of dope. That's kind of extensive too.
Yeah. Yeah, so I write romance novels. I write urban romance novels, and I write contemporary romance novels. So with that all together, I have 14 books. Within those books, I have 6 or 7 standalones, which those are just like independent books by themselves, and I have 3 series. So those are usually like they're about 2 or 3 books all in one. Well, not all in one, but they're separate books, but it's like a 3-book series basically. So yeah, they most of them, they all take place here in little old Syracuse. I think I kind of give more to my city, try to just put on for my town. And yeah, they like filled with a whole bunch of drama, love, and all that good stuff.
So,
Yo,
hold on. Let me
go
ask you
ahead.
this: is it in your plans ever to turn one of these books into like a movie or something?
Later on, once I get established of what I'm like trying to do in life, like I know what I want to do. Like writing is my go-to, but I know I want to be that person that play the background. Like I want to be the script writer and stuff like that. I don't want to be the person up front being seen. So I do eventually want to turn a book into a movie. That would be like a long-term goal.
Dope. Somebody asked and said, "What time frame are you able to fully finish one book?"
Who? It's actually funny because when I wrote my first 2 novels, it took me a few months because I would start the book and I would write until maybe I felt like the characters wasn't talking to me anymore, and then I would take a break. So it took me probably like 4, maybe 5 months the latest. But then when I got signed to a publisher, I had to meet deadlines. So it literally would take me, I could write a book. I think the quickest I wrote a book was in 2 weeks.
Nice,
A
nice.
whole
And
book.
Yep.
shout
Yep.
out to homie Stitches from Bruliana's. He also said, "Do you focus on one book at a time?"
No, unfortunately. No. I try to because like the main purpose is trying to get a book out and trying to stay consistent, but it doesn't work because I have these characters constantly talking in my head. So I may be working on one book and then I have characters from a totally different book trying to tell me what to do. So I would have to jump from one book to another. So I literally probably like right now, I think I'm in the midst of writing about 7 books at once.
Wow. So let me
Yo,
ask you this, because
that's
hold on,
super
Sha,
dope.
because
Go ahead.
because I know you. You know what I mean? Like we family. So for the people who tune in, she said earlier she got her daughter in the background. How is it juggling everything you're doing with your daughter, and especially in this time period right now
Oh
that's
yeah.
that's going on?
It's a lot, but surprisingly, and it's really weird because my daughter is only 6. She just turned 6 in August, and she understands. Like she's very into what I'm doing. So like I sit and I write all day. We may be in the same room and she'll just be sitting with me doing her little thing. And it's to the point now where she's like questioning me as if she's my publisher. Like she'll be sitting next to me and she's like, "Mom, so what's this book about?" And I can tell her, and she can go to somebody and in her own little 6-year-old way describe to them what my book is. And she'll ask me like, "Okay, so when are you dropping another book?" does this book have more than one part to it, and things of that nature. So, you know, she has her own little involvement in it, and it's to the point now, like, I talk about her so much that my readers, they know her, like they're like her Facebook, you know, book world aunts and whatnot. So it's like to the point where, you know, they're involved with her too. So like we just in it together basically.
Yo, that is super super dope. I want to get into the books. So you said everything is loosely based around, you know, your town, your city, South Carolina, North Carolina.
Yeah.
The Dome.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Basically.
Liverpool.
Yep.
You know, all of that good stuff. Do your friends like be like, girl, don't put me in the book? Like, no, I mean, because that's what I would be. I would read the books just to be like, see, I know part of this, but this was the rest. Like, I mean, because it's like you got 14 books, and then you got series, so it got to be a lot of shit. And I mean, am I close?
Yo, Shot, hold on. You got me thinking now. I might have to go read one of these books. You might read
That's
some
what
shit
I was about to. Yo, listen, that was my second part. My second part was like, do you get the married advice from your cousins? like, because that's what I was thinking. Because I'm like, damn, they do the Bedroom Chronicles. She's a writer. Their family. Does she take any of this and then switch it into? I mean, I just want to know just for reading the book. I mean, I might know some of these people, some of these characters.
What I tend to do, so it's funny because me and my friends actually just had like a whole like moment about this. So we're in a group chat, and I dropped a book on September 25th. And one of the main characters in the book happens to share a last name as one of my close friends. And on top of her sharing a last name, I think one of her relatives, she had a relative that had a job, and it was actually the same job that my friend relative shared. So when I told them and they found out like the coincidence, they both was like, one friend told me, she was like, wait, hold up, like, this better not be no best man situation and whatnot, and I better not be no damn Jordan. Like, we not doing this.
Wow.
And I'm like, no. So I always got to tell them, like, I may reference stuff here and there, but I never really put out full out details and things of that nature of like our relationships or their personal relationships. Like, I'll take like, you know, the advice that they give me, or maybe there's certain incidents that may have happened, but I put my own twist to it, and I might make it end up a totally different way than it did in real life. But I never really, you know, indulge in their personal lives and stuff like that. But their names and stuff may pop up in the book, not as the actual cells, but I have put some of my friends' names in my books.
Okay.
So hold on. So I got one question real quick. So Stitches. Well, let me say this real quick. Stitches said, "What book gave you the most difficulty due to controversy?"
I wouldn't say it was. It wasn't difficult. It definitely. Well, I would say it was difficult. I wouldn't say it was a controversy. I do know in like the reviews that I got on Amazon, a few people had like an issue. One of the series that I did, it was called I Got Love for a Dope Boy. And I think the character, well, not I think, I know, but the main female character in the book, when the book started, she was a teenager and her love interest was older than her. So, of course, at the time the book came out, the whole little R. Kelly situation was going on.
Oh, wow.
So I had comments about that, like on my Amazon reviews. But to me, like, it didn't bother me, because my thing is, it's not like, unfortunately, this stuff really happens in real life. Like,
no, real talk.
Can't sugarcoat it. Like,
yeah.
It is what it is. Like, so I'm sorry it rubbed you that way, but it happens. Like, it is what it is. And I think the other part of it was the same series. It was the way that I ended it. You in this industry, usually when you write romance novels, whether it's urban romance, contemporary, anything of that nature, they look for a happily ever after.
And it don't.
So when you don't necessarily give that happily ever after, Not everybody likes that. So this particular book, it ended with a happily ever after, but not the happily ever after everybody wanted. So that was like the biggest difficulty with a book I written.
Right. Stitches also wants to know, did you ever have delay on writing or releasing a book due to a fear of being criticized for it?
All the time. Every book I write, it's like, I would say a delay. Yeah, every book I write, I always second guess. I definitely second guess. Right now, I think in this time frame, 2020, has been a real difficult me second guessing things because I went through an issue with my previous publisher. So currently, right now, I am still signed under a publisher, but it's a new publisher who is lovely and the bomb at what she does, by the way. But coming into 2020, I hit a hiccup, and it really bothered me, and it really set me back. It set me back big time because it made me really second guess what I was doing and how good of my job was I really doing. So like I think the book that I put out that just came out in September, I actually had intentions for that book to come out in July, and it came out a whole 2 months later.
Right.
So with the books, how often do you try to hit? Like, are you trying to do one like every 2 months, or do you hit one every year, every 3 months? Like, how does that work?
So I try to personally do one every month, which when I first came in I was good with it. Actually, I put out a book either every month or every other month because sometimes I was putting out 2 books within the same month. Then coming into 2020, it was kind of a hiccup because dealing with the first publisher, it was a lot of stuff going on. I had to fight for book rights, and I had to get out of contracts and stuff like that. So it pushed me back on a lot of stuff. So then trying to also fight against the, am I actually good and am I doing, the right thing? It pushed me back. So I think this year I didn't really hit with my releasing a book every month. I think I've did a book every 2 months maybe. And in this industry right now, it's a lot different than what it used to be back in the day. Because back in the day, you used to have to wait like months, maybe years to get books, to either get a new book or to get like a part 2 or part 3 to a series. But because they have this new thing, with Kindles and you being able to read on your devices and stuff like that, these readers be looking for like the part 2s literally the third day after, not even the third day, they be looking for it like the next day after part 1 done already dropped. So it's very hard at times, but I try to stay on top of everything and try to push as best as I can.
It's funny that you say that because this goes into my questions. Terry Woods. How do you feel about her?
You know what? It's really okay. So the thing about being a writer is some writers don't read as much as they write.
Okay, I get that.
I am that person. I do read, but I'm the person that I read on my time. I read when I want to, and I read what I want to. So I don't necessarily read what everybody else is reading. So I can't really necessarily talk on her because I don't think I've read a book by her.
Really?
Yes, I don't. I think I seen like the movie version to a book she wrote, but I've never actually physically read a book by her, which is funny because my mom has read a book by her. My mom actually owned her books, and which basically shuffled down to me. So I own her books, like they're sitting in my living room, but I've never read them.
Yo, that's So, but you never heard because I've read True to the Game, and I read the sequel. I've read a few other ones. I read The Prisoner's Wife. I've read Be More Careful. I've read a few of those. It's funny because none of those books really have too many of a happy ending. But I found out later on that a lot of those books was actually ghostwritten by other people. And that was kind of that's why I asked you about the Terry Woods thing, because like what you said, people read the books and then they want the sequel right after. They want book 2 right after. And then they said I think she had like 3 of them, and then 2 of them she had bought, and then they were begging for the third one,
Mm-hmm.
but she didn't. The guy got smart and was like, "Yo, I'm not giving you the third one unless you pay me more," or something like that.
Mm.
So it was like it messed up the whole game. Do you encounter any of that, or do you see like? I mean, has anybody asked you to ghostwrite?
No, I don't think I've gotten to that level yet. Which would is that would honestly, I think it's a very interesting, a very interesting job. I'm in like reading groups on Facebook, and I've come across other authors in the groups that actually ghostwrite. They ghostwrite for other people. And like people question them all the time, like, what's the purpose of ghostwriting these books if you're an author yourself? Why not just put the book out, yourself or whatever? And they say, sometimes it's not your idea. Like with the ghostwriting with the books, they basically it's the person's ideas, they give them all the ideas, and then this other person just writes it up. So it's
Okay,
the person's
okay,
story, but they just don't know how to put it on paper or put it in words.
right, okay.
I found it to be very interesting. It's a very sticky situation too at times, because like you said, she put out these 2 books, and then the person was like, "Yeah, nah, I'm not doing that unless we figure this out." So that's
Yeah.
kind of interesting.
No, dude. Listen, like I went through my little stint where I read all of them. I read all of the urban novels from Donald Goines, to Terry Woods. I read them all. So that's why I was asking, like, because I know exactly what you're saying when people want the second book and third book. And they like readers. My father-in-law is a reader. Like he goes
Mhm.
to the library and he'll come out with like 12 books and he'll be done in like 2 weeks. And it's weird because not a lot of people read that much, and he actually reads the books, which is like sort of like dying out.
Mhm.
Do you print physical copies, or it's all digital now?
I do both. I do digital, so all of my digital you can get through Amazon, and then my physical copies, I sell myself. I sell them through my website. Um, Me personally, I like both. I think I like the digital copy maybe because I'm a little lazy now, so I let my phone read it for me.
Right,
But I
right,
also
right.
like the hard copy because I like to actually feel it physically in my hand, and I like to put it on my bookshelf because I like it. Like this is mine; it belongs to me. So I like both, but this digital format and situation has taken over, so it's making it a little different. Like I said, it's way different than what it was before.
Yeah, you
Like,
gotta adapt. Now you gotta
yeah,
adapt, and you got it's different selling points. Back then, you could actually do the book selling tours, so you can actually go out and get money. When people are buying it virtual, nobody shows up at these tours, so it's
right.
very hard for people to book you, or for you to recoup what you put out, because you get the food, you get 9 times out of 10 you rent the area, and then if nobody shows up, then it's like you spent a lot of money.
Yeah,
But
but you'll have those diehard readers though that will support.
no,
I
that's what's up.
I know there's an event that happens every year. It got canceled this year, obviously because of COVID, but it's the Atlanta Kickback. There's a group of women. They have basically like this book fair type situation. They do it every year in Atlanta. And they get authors. It's nothing but black authors, females,
Nice.
males. They get them together. They bring their paperbacks, and literally like thousands of people show up from adults, kids, teens, everything, any age group. It's like a big festival, and people really show up and they come and buy these books because they're like diehard fans and they want the physical copies. So when you have the readers like that, you have that fan base. Like you'll get the paperbacks like sold no problem.
Right. That's super dope. I was telling Chris earlier, I want to say earlier this about a couple months ago, that the book game is hot right now.
Yeah.
Like I mean, like you could write a book about anything. Like I seen Al Sharpton write a book about like COVID, and in the time period he did it in was like 90 days. and it's creeping on the list bestseller. Like all these people are putting out books, and I know they don't have enough time to just be writing. You get what I'm saying? These people are on TV and doing all this other shit. So I know that I know ghostwriters are busy, but
Right.
it seems very lucrative right now, especially with everybody locked in. The books are selling. Like the book game is kind of dope, and it doesn't, like you said, it doesn't really take too much. If you have a bunch of ideas, you can always give it to somebody to write.
Right.
You get what I'm saying? Do you think you could handle doing that? Like if somebody wanted, let me see, espionage book, could you do that? Because you know you in the streets hopping in and out. You know I can imagine how the books is. You know Syracuse. I can imagine how the books is. But do you think you can handle ghostwriting, like something that's like totally opposite of what you actually enjoy writing?
No, nope, not at all. Probably not.
Wow, that's interesting because because we deal with rappers all the time, and rappers like to say they ghostwrite, and for them it's like, yo, it's nothing. But I guess it is something. What? You just have no interest, or you think?
No, I'd rather just honestly, if I was ever to become a ghostwriter, it's because I don't want to write myself. No, like I don't want to write for me anymore whatsoever.
Right.
Whatever. And then for me to just be out here just to be writing stuff like falling under any type of genre, nope. Because
I feel you. I feel you on that.
I'd rather stick to what I know. I don't want to step outside the box. And if I do step outside the box, I'm gonna do that for myself and myself only. Like
nice. You're not doing it for the check, huh?
Right. No,
nice,
not at all.
Nice,
I do it because I love it. Like this is
nice. That's dope. No, I mean, that's dope because I know. I mean, music people, they do that shit all the time. They be like, yo, listen, sign the check, send the bread. I'll write you whatever you want to write. You know, and I'm pretty sure there's some authors out there who just like they went to school for little arts, you know, and that's what they do. So they're English majors. So they're like, you know what, I can write. You know what I'm saying? I know how to do everything grammatically right. So let me get this check. But that's so cool that you love your craft enough to not, you know. Oh, we got a question. Do you read your book reviews? How do you deal with bad or good ones? I think that's from Lil Sis too. So she want to know.
That's my older sister actually.
Yep,
but yeah,
she want to keep it a buck. She wants you to keep it real.
Yes, I do read my reviews. I love actually reading my reviews. Like I literally check Amazon constantly. Like if it's a new book, I literally check Amazon on the hour, and then as time go by, I check Amazon once a day. So I check for all reviews. I love good and bad reviews. I love the good reviews because it gives me a good feeling, obviously. Like who doesn't like, getting good news? So I like the good reviews because it makes me feel good and it lets me know that I'm doing what I'm supposed to be doing. Like I'm, the ish in my job right now. The bad reviews, it's a 50-50. Like I like the bad reviews when it's some real stuff. Like if it's a review and you're really telling me something that can help me, like you're telling me that it might be too much dialogue in the book, or I had too many eras that I could have fixed and stuff like that. Like stuff like that. I love those type of bad reviews. I don't like the bad reviews that people tend to post acting as if stuff don't happen in real life. For an example, I got a review about a book. I had a character in the book. The character was in a relationship with somebody. She was in a relationship with her baby father for like 10 plus years, for that long. He was a habitual cheater, like cheated basically their entire relationship. And it took her years to actually leave, but she did eventually leave. She eventually left, and she eventually found her worth, and she went on about her business. I got a review that basically dogged her. They dogged the mess out of her, basically telling her she was stupid, she was an idiot. Why did it take for him to have a baby on her to leave, and this, that, and the third? And my initial thought was, but it's women out here that do that on a day-to-day basis.
I got some of them tuned in right now. What are you talking about? Are you kidding me? We see that shit all the time we see it all the time on our timelines. People gotta stop this shit and keep and wasn't we just talking about this shit? We gotta start holding people accountable. Yo, listen, you put this shit out there. Go ahead, Chris.
So do you let these reviews sway you? You know what I'm saying? Like, let's say right now you're in the middle of writing a book, right? Like you just said. Is that heavy on your mind while you're writing, or you just writing freely? And you know what? Because at the end of the day, you're putting out a product, right? And if you're letting people persuade your feelings on what you're writing, that could potentially hold you back. You know what I mean?
Right.
So is that happening?
No, I usually look at them. 9 times out of 10, like what I really do is I'll look at them, I'll laugh, I'll screenshot it, and I'll send it to somebody else that's like in the industry with me. Like I have a author best friend.
Nice.
I don't know her. We've never met in person, but we done been friends like for the past 2 years. So like, so I usually screenshot it and I'll send it to her, and we'll both look at it, and she'll give me her response, and then we'll move on and like, okay, all right, because that just was stupid and it didn't make sense. Like,
right.
Like you act like this. Like I said, this is everyday life. Like this really happened. You act like I made it a far-fetched situation. Like,
no, I mean, you know what though? I mean, not only that, but you are writing fiction. So I mean, if listen, I've read some of these fiction books and some of these urban novels, and these guys become kingpins in like 2 weeks. So and it's and they'll rather believe that, what I'm saying, rather than something that, and I believe personally it just hits them too close to home.
I said that.
You know what I'm saying? Because nobody likes to. Nobody accountability is tough. So, and then, when you got to look at yourself in the mirror, it's rough. And sometimes they get that means you're doing a good job. That means your writing is getting to them, and it's wrapping them up, because once it touches a nerve, and when you get a reaction like that, oh yeah, you did something right. You definitely
ain't that what you want? That's the whole reason of writing the book, right?
Right.
So Nene says, what's one thing you would give up to become a better writer? I'm not saying you're not a dope writer already.
To become, what would I give up? I'd probably give up my job if I could, but right. No, yeah, probably my job. Honestly, if I could literally just basically learn from like the beast in this industry right now. So like, okay, my new publisher that I'm signed with, she is like dope, like by all means dope. Like if you ever get a chance, look her up. Her name is B Love, and she is like one of the dopest people in this book industry right now. She has over 100 books, and like, I don't know, like the way that she writes, it's very captivating, and it just makes you fall. I don't know, it makes you fall in love. It makes you just love it, and you love her, and her personality is like really, really dope. But she's also one of the people in this industry that does not mind helping people. Like, she does not mind helping people find their potential. Now, you may have to pay for it, but that's just like, anything. Like if you going to school to get your degree, you got to pay for that. So, but learning from her, that's something like I wouldn't mind investing in my money in that, because I know, learning from her, I'm going to get my money's worth. So if I could like leave my job, like I don't have to worry about going to work and actually like perfect my craft, like I would be okay with that. I was always taught when I was in school growing up, it's always best to have a career that you love rather than a job that you hate. And right now, I don't have a career. I have a job. Not to say that I hate it, but I have a job. I don't have a career. So my goal right now is to get that career.
Right. Because when you do what you love, it's not a job, right?
Right.
So let me ask you this: what's next for you? What's next? What can we expect next?
More books.
Nice.
Definitely more books. I'm trying to perfect the genres that I'm in right now and potentially step out into other genres. Like right now I'm in the romance and the urban romance, but I kind of want to step outside the box and go into like something totally different. And I also want to, like I said, I want to write behind the scenes. So like maybe writing scripts or also editing. So that's what like I'm working on behind the scenes right now.
Dope, dope.
Nah, that's dope. That's super dope. That is
Well,
definitely
yeah,
dope.
I want to say salute to you for doing what you're doing and actually going out there and and chasing your dreams. You know what I mean? Not letting nothing hold you back, whether it be your kids, your family, your job, anything you got going on. You know what I mean? Because it takes a lot of courage, right? A lot of people say they want to go do things and pursue things and let it fall to the wayside because it takes that extra effort to make it happen. You know what I mean? So I want to salute you because you went and made it happen and you're making it happen with everything that's going on in this world, everything you got to do as a mother, as a sister, as anything, you know what I mean? So salute to you because you're an inspiration to these people, whether you know it or not.
Thank you. Thank you. Definitely appreciate that.
I definitely enjoyed myself. You're the second author we had, well, third, but you're the second chick author, so that's super dope. So shout out to the moms out there that's doing they one too with this writing thing. Um,
Real
yeah,
quick
like I
before
said,
we let
go ahead.
before we let you get out of here, if you get into the bio world, we might need one for Catch a Wreck. Cause
Okay.
it's a movie. I'm telling you, it's a movie. We go well, you know me
That's what
back
I'm
in the
thinking
day, so
about.
you already
Yeah,
know
I'm
how
thinking
it
about
went
sending.
to where it's at
Yeah,
now. Like I'm nothing like I was. I'm fat now. Like you know what I'm saying. So everything changed. Like you know what I'm saying. So
Yeah.
the progression will be crazy. But I want to thank you for taking the time out for coming on the show. You know what I mean. Now this is your home. Anytime you got any books, send the cover through. We'll blast it on the side. That's not a
Oh,
problem.
thank you.
We'll
Thank
support
you.
any way we can.
Thank you. I really
yo,
appreciate it.
listen. I'm starting to get my collection up, so I'm gonna need some autographed copies. So I'm gonna hit your Amazon page, and I'm gonna get my books, and I'm gonna see which ones that I need. I need signs, so that we figure that out. I'm gonna have my wife talk to his wife, and then we gonna figure it out. But yeah, that's my new thing. Any authors that come on, I want to actually get a physical signed copy.
Real quick,
So
Okay.
plug your website. Let everybody know where they can check out your social media, your website, the name you're using on Amazon. Plug everything.
Okay. Let's see. Okay, hold on one second. I just actually started my website, so my website just got put up.
nice.
Nice.
Um, the books are like posted on the website, but they're not like in stock because I have to go buy them and then put them out to you guys. But yeah, you can find my books on Amazon.com. They're going to be under Malay Reneé. You can also go to my website, which is www.authormalayreneé.com. And then all my social media tags is honestly just Malay Reneé. I made it real easy, like real
Nice. No,
easy.
Nice.
that's smart. You make it real easy for everybody to find. Let me ask
Right.
you this. Well, what's the basic cost for a book?
The
Are all
cost?
your books, yeah, all your books pretty much the same price?
Yeah, yeah. Honestly, they are. They range from between $10 to $15. They may be less than that if it's a novella, because a novella they're shorter. They're like real shorter books. They're not like full length novels. So I don't really want to rip people off with those. So I make them
Right.
less price. But yeah, ten to
So
fifteen dollars.
I'll tell you what, this is what we're gonna do here in the studio. I'm gonna send you $50 to your cash app.
Okay.
With that $50, buy the books from on your site.
Okay.
Nice.
It's
Okay.
That's
not
super
much, but
Thank
dope.
it's
you.
something.
I
No,
know
no,
Yeah,
no, that's
you'd be
dope.
surprised. That's a lot, actually. But
yeah.
That's dope. That's dope. Yo, listen,
We
we
gonna
do. Yo,
yeah, we
listen,
gonna
we'll do
sell.
a book drive. We'll get some books, and we'll generate some bread to get some
Right.
books. Real quick, I gotta sneak this question in. Do you get do you get pressed about audiobooks? And if somebody ever asks if doing your book is audio, do you get to pick the voice?
you know what? I haven't gotten into that yet. My publisher has brought it up to us. I would have to actually go to her about more details into that. Because I think you can actually like pick the people. Because
That's what
I
I'm saying.
believe that
That's
she's in the process of doing that right now, and I believe that she has somebody picked out that she wants to do her audiobooks. So I believe you can go to them, but like the pricing for them is crazy. So
no.
you
Yo,
got
listen, I might try to get into that shit. You get what I'm saying? Yo, listen, all you got to do is voiceovers.
Right.
And know how to read.
Right.
It's not that hard. You
Yeah,
get what
but
I'm saying?
that shit ain't that easy either. Because we did a commercial like 3-4 years ago. Yo, no lie shot, you can't even bullshit. We was in that studio like 5 hours, and we only had like 3 lines a piece.
But you know what though? Yeah, I know. Yo, listen. But you know what? It comes with being more comfortable with doing it. Now that we've been doing this, like that, to go in and read a book, because I'm into audiobooks, so I know how them shits. I know how I want them to sound. So I'm gonna go in there thinking that. But
right.
Nah, that's dope. That's super dope.
I actually want to get into that, but not necessarily my books. I wouldn't mind doing it with other people's books and stuff like that.
That's what I'm saying. Playing the characters, like acting.
Yeah, like I wouldn't mind doing that. The only thing is I don't really like my voice on recording, so I don't know how that would work out.
They fix all of that.
That's nothing. That's
the easy part. That's the easy part. Yeah.
You send that over in the studio. We lace that real quick.
Yeah, we do all of that for you. Yeah, don't even worry about that.
Real quick, thank you for your time. We appreciate you coming on. As soon as you click off, please do me a favor. Send me the Cash App. I'm gonna send it to you live right now on the show, right when we're doing the show, so you can get it, so we can make that happen. And for us, that's dope to be able to give back. You know what I'm saying? Like we do things all the time for people, but you know, when I heard you say, yo, wait, they ain't got no hard copies yet, I'm thinking, damn, why not? Like, why you ain't got no work for these people? They need the work. You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
They need it. You know what I mean? So any way we can help, we'll help. Like I said, if you want to later shoot me some book covers, and we'll post them up on the page as well. Just so you know, this is going live right now to YouTube and Facebook. It will also re-air tomorrow night on RWS Radio. It's an internet show out of Brooklyn, New York. And we'll also re-air Saturday on Blaze 'em Up Radio.
Okay.
So you're gonna air 3 times in 1 week. So you know it's gonna be dope. Hopefully you get some vibes, get some people to go check you out.
No, we gonna push it. We gonna get some books sold.
Okay, definitely. I'm definitely all for that. Thank you.
Right. We appreciate your time.
Thank you.
All right, take care, man.
All right, man.
Bye.
Easy. Nah, that was super dope. Super dope.
Now, yo, one I wanted to bring on because she's an author. That's not even, the published author. That's dope. That's a dope accomplishment. But to be an author, to take the time out of your day to go to work every day, to take care of your kid, you know what I mean, to deal with whatever you got going on personally, work life, you know what I mean, with this crazy ass whole COVID thing right now, you know what I mean, for her to be able to do it and do it efficiently. You know what I mean? I take my hat off to her. And that was one of the biggest reasons why we had to get on the show.
Shout out to Erin. Erin just said she's going to get a book. That's what I'm talking about. I got to see what she got. I'm not really
like I said, we're going to send it. We're going to send it out, right? Hopefully, I'm going to see if she send it right now. I'm going to hit her right now while we live on the show. But it's that time of the show, Shad. Listen, this week, this was dope for everybody who was tuned in. This is what's dope about this week. This week, we actually teamed up with Independence Push, right? And what they do is they surf the web and look for independent artists who out there working, who out there grinding. Because they told me specifically, and they showed Shad, that they hear artists say all the time, they don't get they just do. People don't support. People don't go check out their music. You know what I mean? So what this guy thought was, let me start a platform to where I do just that. You know what I mean? So collectively we linked up and we thought, listen, well, we kind of do the same thing. You know what I mean? So if we could link up and you guys could go get the music or the videos and send it to us, we'll play it on the show. You know what I mean? Which is dope for us because, right, we haven't heard none of these joints. You know what I'm saying? So we get to see it right there, hear it right then and there firsthand. You there? You there? You queuing up the video? I mean, you agree though? That's the dope part. And that goes to what we say all the time. Again, shout out In the Field Radio, shout out Bruliana, shout out Finally TV, shout out Two Humble Podcast. The powers is in numbers, right? You know what I'm saying? When you get a group of individuals who link up, like shout out to Malay, you know what I'm saying? Author Malay. Everybody tune in, Aaron says she's gonna go cop it. You know what I mean? She fall in love with it, she's gonna tell her peoples. You know what I mean? So the powers in numbers. When you get the people talking about it, you get the right individuals around you, your circle, because you're only as good as the people you keep around you, right? You know what I mean? You get that. You get that tight, sky's the limit.
All right, so you want to get into it? You sitting there looking at your phone.
What's the first one you got? Nah, because I'm sharing the show. The show. What's the first one you got?
I got the homie from North Carolina. The big homie. What was his video?
One of these artists, I don't wanna mispronounce this. One of these artists was down.
I got YDC Trey, Testimonial. And then I got Elijah Flames after that, Breathe.
All right, bet. Let's get into it. Let's see what we're talking about. Again, we haven't heard these joints, man. When y'all hear them, let us know what you're thinking. Honest feedback. You know, the artists need it, man. At the end of the day, we're the consumers, right? We're the people who actually go out and buy this music. We're the people who actually go out and listen to this music. So they need this feedback. You know, good, bad, or indifferent. Hopefully they could distinguish, you know what I mean, what it is, but they need this feedback.
All right, you already know. DJ RecBoys, shout out to homie Chris in the studio. Let us know what you think. Easy.
Niggas shitted on me.
Yo, GG.
Feel like I'm running out of time just like an hourglass. I want that shit like right now, gotta run up a bag. I ain't had no money, I was used to running up a tab. I needed help and all I got was funny jokes and laughs. Gon' shit on all them dirty niggas who was switching on me. I used to help, but when I needed cash, wouldn't give it to me. I got family that's living broken, they depending on me. Went through depression, sniffing coke, this is my testimony. Thinking to myself like, will I make it this year? Or will I go another year not even being noticed? Sweated out so many blood and tears. I can't bring my niggas back, it's hard to stay calm and remain focused. Been fighting demons, pray my angels keep them off me. Can't afford to lose no more than too many losses. I wish heaven had a phone so my niggas could call me. Seem like when I pick myself up, I'm still falling. I done died plenty times, my windpipe was closed. God still gave me a chance and want my time to go. Could pay the rent cause I was spending money all on coke. Fighting depression felt like drugs was my only hope. At 16, got in the streets, I had to be a man. Said fuck school and notebook paper, want paper bands. Jumping from house to house, was homeless, but I had a plan. Was trying to get rich, but some people they ain't understand. Gave niggas loyalty, but niggas still shitty. They let me broke cause they ain't wanna see me winning. But when I had it and they didn't, I was spending. Gonna do them niggas the same way that they did me. Thinking to myself like, will I make it this year? Or will I go another year not even being noticed? Sweated out so many blood and tears. I can't bring my niggas back, it's hard to stay calm and remain focused. Been fighting demons, pray my angels keep them off me. Can't afford to lose no more than too many losses. I wish heaven had a phone so my niggas could call me. Seem like when I pick myself up, I'm still falling. Didn't wanna eat, sometimes I had roaches in the kitchen. Been through some hard times, hoping God really listening. Done got so used to pain, it's like I never felt it. Because the only thing to numb it is prescription. Get out the trenches, losing patience cause it's taking too long. Only time I seen vacation was in jail away from home. How I'm gonna raise my babies to collect calls on the phone. Baby mama stressing cause they gotta do it on their own. Abandoned heart, I need another pair. When you down, it's like nobody care. The struggle feel just like a nightmare. Do this for the ones that's still there. Thinking to myself like, will I make it this year? Or will I go another year not even being noticed? Sweated out so many blood and tears. I can't bring my niggas back, it's hard to stay calm and remain focused. Been fighting demons, pray my angels keep them off me. Can't afford to lose no more than too many losses. I wish heaven had a phone so my niggas could call me. Seem like when I pick myself up, I'm still falling.
Good evening, my peoples. You already know DJ RecBoys, shout out to homie Chris in the studio. We back at it. That was the homie YDC testimony. He's out of he's out of North Carolina.
North Carolina.
Yeah, so that was kind of dope.
No.
That was definitely dope. What'd you think about it?
Oh, nice vibe, man. Nice vibe. Definitely, you felt it. You know what I'm saying? Like I tell all this all the time. Like when you out here doing this music, there's feeling to the music, right? You want to make sure the people feeling what your either whether it be your pain, your happiness, anything, your hunger. You know what I'm saying? I felt that when I was hearing him. Like you know what I'm saying? Like you could feel that he wanted it. You know what I'm saying? And it was dope. Like shout out to Independent Push. You know what I mean? They started off strong. So I hope the next two is just as dope.
The next one we got Elijah Flames. Breathe on him. So I mean, we'll figure it out. We see what happens.
Let's see what he's talking about. Real quick, some people say Jay said I feel the hunger in this. Go ahead, King. Let me minimize something right here real quick. Jay also said I like it. Most of the time when I hear something, I skip the first verse. I can feel this though and the pain in the song. See, so it kind of that was crazy because I said the same thing and that's what That's what they said. So that was crazy. Salute to that artist again. Salute to Independent Push for sending that through. They got some big shoes to fill. Let's see what they got next.
This one right here is Elijah Flames. Let us know what you think. All right. DJ RecBoys, shout out to homie Chris in the studio. Don't move. Easy.
Evo got the Midas touch.
Had to breathe on it. Had to breathe on it. Hey, Flames. If I'm in the trap, I bet I'm making something. Say you got a problem, but ain't shaking nothing. Try to pull a robbery, but you ain't taking nothing. How you say you was with my bitch, but you ain't make no money. Hey, ain't no talking, I'ma go off. Nigga keep on talking, I'ma show off. Hey, fuck around and get you blown, dog. You plot tissue, you niggas so soft. Hey, hold on, it's a roll call. Nigga, where your road dog? Me and Brody out here trying to get these balls off. If you fuck the pack up, nigga, that's your fault. Ay, only other option is to make a profit. I know a couple pussy niggas that's gon' hate on poppin'. Shot a movie with your bitch and she made you watch it. Don't be chillin' with no hoe if you can't break her pockets. Real P shit. You lovey-dovey with the hoe, some sweet shit. We be out here on some street shit. I'ma put my Brody on the track, now that's the remix. Slide with my riders, we be 3 thick. You gon' think we the janitors, how we come sweep shit. You gon' think it's a boxing match, how we come beat shit. We got his face all in the dirt, we made him eat shit. I be outside on the block, I ain't hiding. Y'all be 5 deep in that whip, but ain't slide. If I call bro, he gon' trip, ain't no side. First nigga hop out, that bitch get the fire. First nigga talk out his lips, he might die. Brody got 5 cooks for that bitch, why would I lie? Brody got 5 sticks on his hip, that not try. First nigga move quick, he get left on the side. I just want the main course, you can keep the size. I'ma get the same Porsche for me and the guys. We been chillin' on the same Porsche since we was 5. Fuckin' with the flame and we gon' torch a nigga ride. Speak down on my name and we gon' send them to the guys. I don't do no dapping, ain't no giving niggas 5. You can't hit my weed, now I can't get a nigga high. Way too many bitches got a nigga in disguise. I be at all they cribs, they got me living different lives. They all want a piece of me like a nigga a pie. They all wanna eat with me, but they can't get a fry. We'll put him in the grease and leave a nigga fried. We'll put him 6 feet, they got him at the graveyard. All my niggas out here overnight like we work graveyard. No, Wiz Khalifa, but I play hard. Tell him free big dog in the pen off that state yard. They really like my hand, I had to change cars. You niggas looking dumb, I had to stay smart. No Mario, but I be in them race cars. Bitch, I'm out here in them khakis like I'm Jake from State Farm. And if you ain't out here with the gang, you better stay far. Pussy niggas steady switching lanes, I'm in the same part. You can't do the shit that I do, we ain't in the same car. Feel like a fucking earthquake when that thing start. Bitch still making noise when that thing part. Pussy nigga, you a goldfish, you niggas ain't sharks. How the fuck you say you almost finished when you ain't start? Super solid body, nigga, we don't got the same heart. Ay, pull up.
I seen you flickering the lights. I figured it was something.
Yeah,
was that the sign? Was that? Yo, listen, was that the sign? That's all I want to know.
No,
was that the sign?
I was thinking. I was like, damn, shit, you know, we were in the party mode, but that joint wasn't it for me. Like, the cadence was off. The beat was dope. The cadence was off for me. I couldn't get into a rhythm on that one, man.
I mean, you know, it was weird. It was like, yo, at first I'm like, okay, this is how the young boys is doing right now. You know what I'm saying? I get it. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, they like that little whatever they do with their hands and go up and down, but whatever the case may be.
Whatever they do with their hands.
No, I'm just saying though. I'm just saying. So I'm like, okay, cool. But then it kept going. And then I'm like, all right, enough. The vibe, I don't know.
Yeah, like I couldn't get into it. Like the beat caught me at first. I ain't gonna front. Shout out to Jay. They said it's all right. I keep getting lost. It doesn't have my full attention. Beat is different. I'm feeling it. So we kind of all in the same way with that. I couldn't get into it. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, man. I don't even know what more to say. I really don't know what more to say. What's the email, guys? Link me in. Moneybag. Keep it a buck. What we do is we have everybody sending music in before. You know what I mean? We used to play them live right then and now, but we used to get too many. So we couldn't get, everybody in, but the email is inthestudiocre@gmail.com. inthestudiocre@gmail.com. Send it through. Never know we have enough time to play it tonight, or we'll get to it next week. But what you got? We got one more next, right?
Yeah, we got
this is the guy I wanted to talk about.
Okay, go ahead.
This guy he was down with TDE. Crazy,
really?
Right? Crazy.
That's interesting. Okay.
Yeah, crazy. He ghostwrites. You know what I mean? He's whose cousin is he? They was telling me because shout out to Independent Push. They was telling me I can't find it in here. Anyway, but we might get him on for an interview anyway. He ghostwrites for a lot of people. He knows a lot of people. So I'm interested. Again, I didn't want to play the joint before we heard it. I wanted to see, it was my, because I drink coffee, right? So I wanted to make sure it was my cup of coffee. You know what I mean? Before I do
find out. We definitely gonna find out.
Yeah, we definitely gonna find out.
Yo, listen, just flick the lights. That's when I know. That's when I know.
That's so when it's trash, we going like this. This is what we doing.
Yeah. I'm just gonna flash. You flashing the lights, and then we know. Yeah. That's what we know. Okay, cut the beat off. But you already know DJ RecBoy, shout out to homie Chris in the studio. This one is Ultra Beast featuring Superstition. All right, let us know what you think. Easy.
Whether rain, hail, sleet, snow, or sunny, Oprah's feet, I walk straight to the money. With all that experience you can't take from it, Oprah's feet, I walk straight to the money. Straight to the money, straight to the money. Balled up in bad shape, feeling ugly. Wait, cause it's coming. Oprah's feet, I walk straight to the money.
If triggers can speak, they scream with a shiver and screech. Leave geeks riddled, disfigured, they figures of speech. You want a piece? How you think you ninjas gonna eat? When I Kobayashi the beat, ain't shit sweet except the tea down here, so pay homage. I tear the street up like a Texas tornado, went to a cottage, skipped college, went straight to them bills. Put in 10,000 hours, went straight to them deals. Now let's build. I trim off the fat precise with no filler in sight. Took a break, worked up an appetite to butcher and slice. Just cause you giving out advice don't mean I take it. Just cause it's a market for trap rap don't mean I gotta make it. You choose to use weapon still. My weapon is skilled. The mic is my shield and I lessen will. At this point you either rock with us or not, but you ain't stopping us. I got feet like Oprah when I'm stomping in the spot.
Whether rain, hail, sleet, snow, or sunny, Oprah's feet, I walk straight to the money. With all that experience you can't take from it, Oprah's feet, I walk straight to the money. Straight to the money,
straight to the money.
Balled up in bad shape, feeling ugly. Wait, cause it's coming. Oprah's feet, I walk straight to the money.
Just give me the money. You see us running these streets lately, you do the math. Don't make us bring guns into the equation. Me and Chaos, we might just take a day off to post some Henny. Good times ahead, we ain't beefing over rolls of pennies. Word to Janet Jack, Candace back spitting. Let the dollar circulate like an Atlanta black business. You devils can never reach this level of next year. Might be heavily slept on, but I'm heavily slept with. They make me a millionaire. I do random things on my own in a Lamborghini. Amber between it, giving me dome. God damn it, I'm in my zone. They ask when this dude is gonna let up. Damn, they should've never gave niggas studio setups. These vocal recorders are worshipped on both borders. Superstition, more lines in my head than a coke snorter. So y'all locals beware. I'm like Coco, beware. Keep a bird on my shoulder, bro. Your hoe could be there.
Whether
Watch
rain,
out.
hail, sleet, snow, or sunny, Oprah's feet, I walk straight to the money. With all that experience you can't take from it, Oprah's feet, I walk straight to the money. Straight to the money,
Straight to the money.
balled up in bad shape, feeling ugly. Wait, cause it's coming. Oprah's feet, I walk straight to the money. Live and you learn. Drop, step, pivot, and turn. When you making money to blow, then you got plenty to burn. That's why this early bird's getting the worm. I ain't got no time for taking shorts, that's a midget concern. Talking about money and fame, they one and the same. What's the point of being popular when there's nothing to gain? My coach said it's a wonderful thing. Cause since freshman year, the scouts and agents, they will come to my game. I got hops when I'm running the lane, so I'll dunk on your ass. I got handles and my jumper is flame. My pop's proud, but my mother complained, cause she could see all the leeches and vampires in my jugular vein. Spilling blood, suckers cover the stain. Satisfying rappers' appetite for destruction, but the hunger remained. It got me dealing with a comfortable pain. Something like New Edition singing, can you stand under the rain? Whether rain, hail, sleet, snow, or sunny, Oprah's feet, I walk straight to the money. With all that experience you can't take from it, Oprah's feet. I walk straight to the money. Straight to the money.
Straight to the money.
Balled up in bad shape, feeling ugly. Wait, cause it's coming.
Wait, cause it's coming.
Oprah's feet. I walk straight to the money.
What's goody, my peoples? You already know DJ RecBoys shot the homie Chris in the studio. We back at it. That was our last joint. Ultra Beast featuring Superstition. Straight to the money. Straight to the money. What you thought?
What you thought? Because I'm only going first. What you thought?
Okay. I think the hook could have been a little bit better. The flow is tight. If you listen to what they, can you post it? Put the email in the comment.
Yeah, I got it. I'm working on it. I got you.
All right. Hold on. Let me get what Jay said. It's different, but I'm not feeling it. Beat is fire. I don't know. It's giving me conscious vibe reasons why I like it. It's not talking about shooting somebody up and that typical stuff. Absolutely right. Big homie. Who was that? Moneybags, right?
I felt the same way you did, right? I felt like the verses were tight. I felt like he was spitting some shit, but I felt like the hook needed more.
The hook threw it off, right?
Right. It was too simple. Like as intricate he was getting on his verses and his 16s and shit. I felt like he needed a better hook. But I could understand why though, right? Because we're in the time now to where when you overcomplicate shit, it becomes too much for the listeners, right? They're not able to grasp it. So I could see he was trying to give that old boom bap feel with a little bit of today's type of hook to where it's simple. You know what I mean? But it wasn't. It was simple, but it was still like over too much. If that makes sense? Does that make sense?
I mean, my whole thing was it just didn't. First of all, the video throws you off. Because the video needs its own soundtrack. This is just my opinion. The video is so intricate and so, there's a plan, there's a plot. You get what I'm saying? And it's not what they're saying. So it kind of gets you, when you're doing these visuals, your visuals should somewhat kind of be get the people into the vibe of where you're really going. And and then when I'm watching and I'm listening. So I'm going over the lyrics as of what I'm watching, and none of the shit what they're saying is going on in the video. Now the video is dope in itself, like it's a short film. So if you watch that without the music, it'll probably be dope. Like, damn, I would want to know what's going on. You get what I'm saying? But listening to the music without the video amplifies the song. You get what I'm saying? The song, I think if we listen to that, it's called Straight to the Money by Ultra Black. Wait, what was the guy's name? Hold on, let me get it. I want to get it right. But freaking
Ultra Beast, I believe.
Ultra Beast and Superstition, featuring Superstition. But like the song is super dope.
It had that old boom bap feel to it.
Yo, but if we played the
MP3,
everybody would
without
be
the video. Right.
That's what I'm saying. So the video draws your attention away from what's really being said. You get what I'm saying? Like you go in and out of the bars.
Yeah.
But those were 3 good picks. Shout out to Independent Push, the big homie stayed over there. He's doing the 1-2. If you guys got some videos, make sure you submit them to Independent Push. We need to get that flyer so that we can start blasting that too.
Yeah. Or you can send it to the email that we posted as well. Either or. Send it to the inbox. Make sure y'all please go like the page on Facebook in the studio with the RecBoys. Also subscribe to the YouTube channel. Like I said, every week we're gonna be uploading all the interviews we have done. You know what I mean? Right now up there we got Taz from Alcoholics. We got the Cassidy interview up there. We got the Amadeus interview up there. We got the Black Shit Beats joint up there where we had Amadeus come on here and give opportunity to some producers. I'm gonna put up the other Black Shit Beat event that we had where we had Jimmy Kendrick, a fan with a beat. I'm gonna put up the Mickey Fax interview. I'm gonna put up the Miss Hustle interview. I'm gonna put up the Billy Dance interview. I'm gonna put up the Terminology interview. I'm gonna put up help me Shy Arsonist interview. Who am I
We
forgetting?
got Arsonist. We got who else we got? We got. Do you put up the Free Jack one?
No, I haven't put up the free jack. Like we got so many interviews that we're gonna be releasing on YouTube. You know what I'm saying? So make sure it's on our Facebook page. But everybody, even Shah's been on me heavy to make sure we go do the YouTube route. So we have it there. So all these interviews are gonna be there. All exclusive interviews with all these. We just had got some Viv on last. Was it last Friday or the Friday before that from VH1? This is 50. I think it was the Friday before that, right?
Yeah, the Friday before that. We got one coming Friday. We got a special one Friday.
Yo,
Actually, you want to get into that one? Go ahead.
Yeah, listen, Linda, listen. If y'all know us, y'all be on his politics shit. I hate talking about it. You know what I mean? That's not, for me, it gets a little personal and gets serious, right? And for when the shit start getting serious with me, there's only one thing I know how to relate to. So to avoid that, I'll try to stay away from it. But this individual here, we've known for quite some time, right? And
Absolutely.
some comments have been said and some shit has been scrolling around and some things was brought to my attention. So I'm like, fuck it, Shah, you've been bringing this guy up. You know what I mean? Mike Banks. What position he holds again?
He's a village trustee in Monticello, New York. So we definitely gonna get into that.
Yeah, and I told Shah, I'm like, let's make it happen. You know what I mean? Because I definitely got some questions being a homeowner in Monticello, New York. You know what I'm saying? And spending all this money on all these taxes and not seeing shit happen. You know what I mean? So I definitely got some questions. So what I'm gonna need is everybody who watched the replay of this show.
That's the flyer right there. Mike Banks, village trustee. So we're gonna have that.
Yeah, so everybody.
So make sure
everybody who watched the show later, who catch it tomorrow on WS Radio, who play it back on Facebook, who catch it on YouTube, who catch it Saturday night when it re-airs on Blazemore Radio. I need y'all tuned in, man, because in 2 weeks we got these elections coming, right? And everybody and their mother out here gun-ho worried, yo, I gotta go do this. But nobody's talking about these local elections. Nobody.
You're right.
You know what I'm saying? Half of y'all going to vote, and y'all just whether y'all going to vote Republican or y'all going to vote Democratic, y'all just going down the motherfucking line. Let's keep it a stack. That's not what it's about. You know what I'm saying? And again, I'm not the one to sit here and try to preach to you on what to do. That's not my MO. I don't even like talking about this shit. I just want to know what the fuck is this individual going to do for the town of Monticello, and why? Because I had stake in that town. You know what I'm saying? So, and I need everybody who's tuned in to tune in Friday night. Let's put it on the table, man. We're talking. If you know a politician in your area who y'all want us to bring on the show, we'll bring them on the show, because I'm tired of watching these people be interviewed, whether it be TV, radio, other shows, and the shit is like being sugarcoated. Like, I'm gonna tell son straight up and down before we even do the interview. Yo, listen, I'm probably gonna say some shit you don't like. So if you don't want to do the interview, let's just end it right now.
Why you gotta get out like that though?
Because it's not that
he
type
might
of
like what you got to say.
Yeah, but I'm gonna let him know. Like, yo, listen. If I ask something and he don't answer it, he out of here.
Oh, you out of here? Yeah, okay.
Nah, because yo, listen. Let me tell y'all this, man. I already heard they did something in Monticello a few months ago. You were there. They did something in Monticello. Him and the mayor showed up at the event. They try to talk, and some younger, let's say some younger gentlemen and ladies started questioning him, and the man didn't want to answer, right? So Mike tried to jump in. Yeah, you know exactly what I'm talking about. And I wasn't even there. Yo, listen, for everybody tuned in, I live in Florida. I'm talking about what's going on in New York. You know what I'm saying? I'm getting called. Yo, your homie tried to get up there and try to talk about, try to answer for the mayor, and they booed him off the stage. And then he tried to jump around the question. We're not doing that here in the studio. Not at all. Want to know why? Because we own this shit. So if you don't want to answer what we're going to ask you, to get the fuck out of here. Straight like that.
Pretty much. So you guys tune in Friday. It's gonna be
it's gonna be spicy.
Show. Yeah, I mean, listen. Whatever you guys want to ask, we're gonna ask. Whatever you guys want to talk about, we're gonna talk about.
What I would like to do is bring some people on live and let them ask them themselves. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Well, listen, if people's tuned in and they want to know some stuff, they want to ask Mike. Yo, hit us up. We get you in here. Yo, listen, we can shuffle people in and out. We got unlimited access to the people that we bring on and off the show. We have unlimited time. We pick whatever nights we want to pick. We play whatever we want to play. and we ask whatever we want to ask. So if you guys
Yo,
want to some real answers,
right. And
come
now,
check us.
not only about Monticello, like I said, it could be politicians, whatever, anybody. And let's just do it like this, because like me and Shah were talking about at the beginning of the show. You got to hold people responsible, right? These people are representing you. You know what I mean? As you're sitting there and you're only worried about the president, that's who you really just going in to go vote, because you don't know anybody who's underneath these motherfuckers. You know what I'm saying? Because you ain't doing your due diligence to go see who these people are and what they stand for, what they could do for you in your town. You know what I'm saying? Or you in your state. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So it really falling on you. You know what I mean? I'm tired of hearing motherfuckers say, yo, but what are we going to do? It start right there. It start motherfucking right there in your backyard when you go out your house. When they do these town meetings and y'all don't go to them. When this elected official who you never heard of, who's related to the town judge or is dating the motherfucker, and y'all don't know because y'all not in the mix. You know what I mean? Like you gotta
They're
be
not
there.
even trying. You
gotta
No,
be
no.
involved. You know what I'm
You're
saying?
right.
Like real quick before we get out of here, when I owned in Monticello, New York, I felt like we wasn't being heard, right? You know what I mean? We you know about what I'm gonna touch on. So what we did was we joined the motherfucking Chamber of Commerce. I told my wife, yo, what can we do? She's like, well, I got offered to, well, get on that. You know what I'm saying? She got on that. By her getting on that, what happened? We now turned place to where they didn't listen to hip hop music like that. You never heard hip hop music on the motherfucking radio up there. Let's keep it a stack. Unless it was some late night shit. You know what I'm saying? Where it was after 12 or something. We were able to do that. Not only that, we was able to do Bethel Woods. What independent artist you know was performing at Bethel Woods? Hip hop at that.
I think we were the first, actually.
Right. Let's keep it a stack. But
Yeah.
we were afforded these opportunities because we got in the mix. We felt like we wasn't being heard. Oh, we ain't being heard. Okay, we showing up to the next town meeting. We wherever you at, we there. You know what I'm saying? Oh, you want to talk about the beautification of Monticello, Liberty, Sullivan County, the Renaissance? We there.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Well,
And it starts
you gotta have
with
stake.
that.
You gotta have stake. If you wanna sit there and you live there, so you would think that you would want to have stake and know what's going on, have a say so, and not just
don't tell
think
me
that
don't tell me what these people ain't doing for you. Tell me what you're doing for your motherfucking self.
Speaking of, that's a good segue. Yo, listen, Friday, October 30th, behind the barbershop, across from the Elk Street, Monticello, New York. Me and my wonderful wife and family and friends are doing a trunk or treat. Pull up.
With the flyer. Put the flyer up.
I gotta see. All right, I'm gonna find it. I'm gonna get it. But listen,
why you talking about it? Why you talking about it?
I am. I'm gonna go get it right now. But yo, listen. Make sure you guys pull up and make sure you guys come and support. You don't have to bring no candy. You don't have to. All I ask is for you guys just to pull up.
No, tell them about the bags of candy that was given to you. The people that are rocking with y'all. The people who are helping. Tell them about that, because that's what's dope about what's going on.
Well, first and foremost, we have the Broadway Barbershop, the Keats Agency, just right in the town of the village of Monticello, right on Broadway. My wonderful wife, I've also sent it out I asked help. Let me see if I can blow that up a little bit. But I asked for help for who else did I ask? Bagel Bakery. We got the other barbershops involved. We got a few people involved, so I don't know if I can blow that up. But listen, come out, support. It's not Halloween, all right? It's the night before, so if you're scared about getting your kids out, whatever the case may be, because of this whole COVID thing, don't even worry about it. We actually have a drive-through, so you can drive through and grab candy. We have bags already separated and put together, so we also will be giving out masks.
Yeah, and for the kids who are walking, good point. You're giving out masks. Y'all practicing social distancing.
We have all the signs. Yeah, we have all the signs for social distancing. We have the signs for which way you go. As far as if you're walking, we're gonna have a designated parking lot set up for just the walkers and the parents that just want to drive through and grab a bag, and a mask for their kids because they might be young, they might be too small, but they still want their kids to partake. Not a problem. We have a lane for just drop-offs. My wife will be giving out hot chocolate. Yo, listen, if you guys want to come by and pull up with your trunk, we're also giving an adult prize for the best trunk that's decorated. So as the kids go around and get the candy from the trunks, if your trunk is decorated, you know, they come back to get the hot chocolate and all that good stuff, they're gonna tell us what trunks they like the best and which one is the best decorated. You know, we got a nice some dope prizes. Shout out to everybody who's been donating. I got Shamika Foyer. You know, she's a friend of the show.
Let them know the people who
I got Shane Lipwitz from D&M Signs. My homie Shane came through. And bought mad chocolate through. I got a few other clients at the barbershop. The Keach Agency also has a drop box. So if you guys want to offer some candy, you know, drop something off for us.
Even if they want to come and, you know, help, maybe like stand there, direct the kids or shit like that,
listen,
right? Yeah.
Listen, we're gonna need all the help that we could get. You know, it's for our community. You know, my wife wanted to do one. I really didn't want to do one, but you know, it's my wife, and you know, God bless her because she's really got me, you know, really touching base with the community heavy and hard. So you know, shout out to everybody that is already gave the go ahead. I got the brothers from Too Humble pulling up. I got a couple of kids that be meeting at the car meets. You know, so it's gonna be super dope. Like I said, we got over 300 bags of candy so far. So and my wife just
salute to y'all for putting that together, because you know, especially in a time like this, I'm gonna keep it a buck with you. I'm not even letting my kids go trick or treat. You know what I'm saying?
No, we understand.
You know, I'm just saying this for my thing. But if somebody was doing something like what you guys are doing, you know, to where you could come to a certain location, drive through, you know what I mean, or even be able to walk through, but you know, somebody kind of directed, keep your distance, here go a mask, you know, shit like that. I would have took my kids. I'm gonna keep it a stack. You know what I'm saying? But where I'm at, nothing like that is going down. You know what I'm saying? So I'm gonna make sure I keep mine safe. You know what I mean? I'm gonna support y'all. You already know. The flyer will go up in the studio. It will be on Catch a Rec. You can check it out on Instagram on Catch a Rec Entertainment INC as well. Next week after this, what we got going on? We got the Pandemic Pop-Off.
We got live performances. It's gonna be super dope. We got the homie State performing. We got a homie from Africa, a whole different.
Yeah, that was crazy. Listen, I ain't even front. When I seen that, I'm like, shout, and I'm gonna keep it a stack to everybody tuned in. A lot of these artists I know. I heard their music. I fuck with it. I don't know this guy. So when I seen it, I'm like, oh shit. Son got him from Africa. Like, Shy putting in work. You know what I'm saying? So again, it was dope. All this, you know, this is Shy putting in the grind, you know what I mean? Of actually, you know, trying to get you guys, because, you know, even when he's doing for the kids, he's trying to somewhat do it for these artists, because he's realizing that there's nowhere for them to go perform. You know what I mean? So he came up with this, you know what I mean? I ain't even gonna front. I fought him a little bit, you know what I mean? But his passion fought through that shit, and now we're gonna make it happen, you know what I mean? And by the grace of everything that's going on, we got a big heavy hitter who, you know, is really watching this one. And if it goes on the way, you know, we expect it to go on, it could be more, and it could be bigger, and it could be better. You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely. So no, I'm excited. We got the Pandemic Pop-Off next Wednesday. This Friday, we got the homie Mike Banks, Village Trustee Monticello. Tune in. You're not going to want to miss that. That's a special night. We only bring special guests on special night. So if we pull up on a Friday, then you know it's going to be special. Check the replay tomorrow night. RSW Radio, straight out of Brooklyn. Then you can catch the replay Saturday night, Blaze 'em Up Radio, 8 to 9 p.m. And you already know.
Hold on. So 28th we got Friday we got Mike Banks. We're gonna talk our shit. We're gonna see how that go through. Then we got 28th we got the Pandemic Pop-Off. It's gonna be crazy. Then November 4th we got DJ Dua 845 Mix Show.
Nice.
That's gonna be dope. You know what I mean? We've been actually politicking with the homeboy for a minute. You know what I mean? So to actually see face to face, you know what I mean, via the broadcast, is gonna be dope. To get the vibe, see what he's about. He actually started an entertainment company, so now he has artists.
Nice.
You know what I mean? So we're gonna get into all that. And then the 11th, listen, I ain't gonna front. The 11th, I'm excited for. We got the podcast, the battle of the podcast, right? You know what I'm saying? So listen, any artist tuned in, we looking for 3 crazy fire songs, videos though. We need videos. We looking for 3 joints. You know what I mean? And listen, we fuck with In the Field Radio, right? We fuck with Finally TV. We fuck with Too Humble, and we fuck with Brutally Honest. But that night, we not fucking with them. We in it to
Yeah,
win it, right?
no.
You know what I'm
Listen,
saying?
we
So
focused up.
we told them, yo, listen, this is what we're gonna do. We're gonna kind of do like a battle, right? You know what I'm saying? That's why it's the podcast battle. Each of us in the studio gonna pick 3 joints. In the field, gonna pick 3 joints. Finally, TV, Too Humble, Brutally Honest, right? And we're gonna play them right here live, one at a time. Give each other feedback, but most importantly, we need y'all feedback. We need to know what y'all think about our picks, right? And at the end of the night, we're gonna see who has the best picks.
Yeah, we're gonna do 3 rounds so that way, we can get a nice little score. All for shits and giggles, all for support.
Yeah, it's all fun, but I want to see what they picking.
Know what I'm hoping? I'm hoping that everybody really comes with heat. You get what I'm saying?
That's what I'm saying. I want to see what they really picking.
Some runaway, because we have an advantage because that's all we do is video. So we get video.
No. But In the Field, so to give everybody some insight, In the Field's an FM radio show, right? So they play MP3s. You know what I mean? Finally TV plays MP3s.
And
Too Humble actually has and videos. Too Humble actually has artists come up to their show. They play MP3s and they do the freestyle. The only one who's kind of throwing a little eyeball in this is Brutally Honest. But the homie is knowledgeable in music. And he also does music.
Not only that, but he has a nice female following. So he's gonna get a lot of numbers on his pick, especially if you pull up in the suit with the hat and the bow tie. Yeah, we gotta come with some fire. We definitely gotta come with some fire. But,
so then, hold on, I'm gonna break it all the way down real quick. November 11th, that's the Battle of the Podcast. It's gonna be crazy. Make sure y'all tune in for that. The info's already up on the page. Everybody been sharing it. November 18th, we got Outfox Media out here in Orlando, production company, recording studio. They're gonna be on the show. December 2nd, we got Dietrich Wallace. December 9th, we got Enzo, CEO, coming on. We got 16th, we got Mental to God. We had him on for one of our producer. Yeah, we had him on for one of our producer events. He gonna come on, like I said, December 16th. I'm excited about this one because he actually dropping an album. I didn't even know he was an artist as well. You know what I'm saying? So we getting the other side of the scope. We're gonna talk about the music. We're gonna definitely break down what he thought about the event. You know what I mean? December 30th, we got Vaughn James. He's actually artist manager. You know what I mean? So he's gonna actually pick one of his artists to come on that night. I don't know exactly which artist yet. January, like I said, man, we booked through. I'm already booking for January, y'all. I got 2 dates already locked in for January, so y'all better get this in. January 6th, we got Liddell Simmons. No cuts. Yo, listen, homie just put out a joint with Mariah Lynn. Homie had a billboard on Manhattan. A billboard in Manhattan. He working. He working. And then we got this one. This one's tentative. The next one's tentative. I know here in a couple of days. We got the homie Brav coming back on again.
I seen Brav.
January 13th. Yeah. Oh, he ready? We good to go? So that's locked in?
That's pretty much wrapped up. Yeah.
Okay, so January 13th, we got Brav. It's 2 more dates in January, people. Y'all trying to get these interviews, line them up. Not
only that, but new year, new things. You never know what we might actually bring to the table. So to get locked in now, the first quarter rates go up. I don't know if y'all niggas is paying attention. Go ahead.
You know what's crazy is we just talked about all the interviews. We're not talking about the events that's gonna be going on in the midst of all this, right?
Yeah,
we still got the beat. We got the Blast Your Beats events. You know what I mean? We might have some more pandemic pop-ups. Might be named something different. You never know. You know what I'm saying? So you definitely want to keep it tuned in. Definitely book your interviews, man. Book your interviews. Lock that in ASAP. But that's our time. Don't forget, like Shai said, tomorrow night. What is 7 p.m. RWS Radio. You can catch the link right here in the Studio with the RecBoys. We'll be posting it. So this show will be aired tomorrow. You catch it Saturday night, 8 p.m. Blazing My Radio. We'll also repost that. And go subscribe to the YouTube page In the Studio with the RecBoys and hit like on In the Studio with the RecBoys on Facebook.
Not only that, Friday, we back at it with the big homie Mike Banks, trustee of one of the trustees, Village of Montessori.
The who?
One of the trustees.
No, the who? You said the what?
The big homie. That's Mike Banks.
Oh, okay.
That's Mike Banks. We know Mike.
I know Mike, but
Trustee Banks. Mike also does realty.
Trustee Banks.
I guess Trustee Banks, right? I guess.
Right.
Well, we gonna find out. We gonna definitely.
Right.
We
gonna find out
we
we
gonna
really trust.
No.
You know what I'm
We gonna catch some wreck. Just best believe. But like the homie said, that's our time. So make sure you guys tune in Friday for that interview. It's gonna be super dope. All right, yo.
7 p.m. Don't
Yes.
forget. Don't be late. We need y'all to let everybody know. Tune in.
Yo,
ask
listen.
your
If you want to
questions.
be part of that, hit us up. We'll bring you on to ask Mike the questions live. Yo, listen. Just don't be on no stupid shit. You know, we keep it real respectful. You get what I'm saying? But we gonna get to the nitty gritty. But we do it in a respectful way. But that's our time for this week. So you already know DJ RecBoy Shot, the homie Chris. We out. All right, deuces, easy.